that we have, you'll see the breakdown, inshallah, and our senior patrol leader can explain the breakdown for the boys this year. We do have an emphasis on outdoor programs. We plan to go out and be in nature and have not just to do indoor activities. So we have a plan for at least almost every month. So it's a total of about 6 camps that we have scheduled for this year, and we'll go over those, inshallah. Next slide. You can continue, inshallah. Advancement in scouting, it can be a little overwhelming, but essentially the breakdown is you have ranks and you have merit badges. Merit badges are a specific topic like camping or swimming or first aid. And so you get a badge after completing certain requirements, learning certain skills towards earning that merit badge. The ranks, some of the ranks require you to have certain merit badges, but essentially there's ranks that start out at Scout, Tenderfoot, first class, second class, Star, Life, and then finally Eagle Scout. And so by the time a boy is an Eagle Scout, they're usually in 9th grade, maybe a little sooner, maybe a little later, depending on their how soon they advance, inshallah. And those are the ranks we just reviewed. So you start off as a Scout. You can earn your Scout badge, your Scout rank pretty quickly, maybe within the first couple of months of being in the troop. Same thing with Tenderfoot. It may take 6 months or so. There's a few requirements. And then second class, you can also earn that probably during your first year. And you'll see many of the requirements that are needed are done in the meetings and at the campouts. And we plan our program according to the requirements.
Is it Akhlaq or 713 is the passcode? Got it?
Yes, continue, inshallah.
This is an example of the Eagle, the last rank you have it on the troop. This from this year, Yusuf Islam, Rafi, Yusuf Khan, and Omar Sharadi.
Yes, those are our Eagle Scouts, mashallah.
Yeah.
And Rafi was our senior patrol leader last year, and he's an Eagle Scout, mashallah. So once they're finished with 9th grade, we have a venturing crew that they join. So the Boy Scout program is from 6th grade to 9th grade. We have an emphasis on personal growth. It's about developing character, building their character, making them focused on service, and building their religious moral character and their citizenship. That's the scouting program. It's summarized as physical fitness, character building, and service. So it's not just camping skills we're teaching them. We're trying to teach them how to be good Muslims, good citizens. And we have mentors and assistant scout masters that are there. We don't leave the boys completely alone. We're there to guide them to make sure that the program is running in a way that helps them grow. You see just yesterday, mashallah, one of our scouts, our venture scouts, Omar Kasib, just did his Eagle project. You may have seen those pictures. And to be able to plan a project like that and to take lead on it, there's no way you're not growing in that process. You are learning, you're building self-esteem, building skills, and it's the type of skills that, inshallah, will benefit the boys as they grow up into adults and benefit our community, inshallah, in the future. So it's a really important investment that we are making in this program. And we do build leadership skills in the boys. That's the idea behind the patrol method. And we'll have Ziad explain the Patrol Leaders Committee. We call it the PLC. So if you see these acronyms, the PLC stands for the Patrol Leaders Committee. And those are the boys that are all in positions of responsibility as patrol leaders, as different positions that we have within the troop that are for boys. And then we have the adult committee. The adult committee puts in some of the logistics, make sure we have transportation, we have equipment, that things are being done safely. And there's, kind of just having a big picture view and support for the boys. But we let the boys plan and execute the program. So this is some of our Patrol Leaders Committee meetings from last year, the PLC meetings. And we have those meetings about once a month. So if you're on the PLC here, if your son is in the PLC in a position or as a patrol leader, you should expect that they're going to be more involved. Essentially, it's going to be a scouting event every weekend. If it's not a troop meeting, if it's not a camping trip, the one weekend after we go camping or have a day camp, the troop doesn't meet, but the PLC meets to plan the details for the next month. And if anyone has questions, I'll try to keep this chat open. I'll try to keep an eye on it, or if Tamer, you can read them to me, inshallah.
Yeah,
So
I'm trying to read, and if you have any questions here, we'll address, inshallah.
Inshallah. Because that's the purpose of today. We want to make sure we're all on the same page with the parents.
Okay, thank you, Brother Am. So now I'm going to talk about our organization here in the troop. So give you an idea who are the leaders, what the rules of everyone, so you know who is contacting with your boys on weekly basis. So this is our organization structure for 2021. So Brother Nadim, he is a chartered organization representative, and this myself, Tamer, is the committee chair, and we have Brother Amr Ahmed, he's our scout master. And our chaplain for this year is going to be Brother Uthman. For personal reason, he is not with us today, but he's going to be involved on most of our meeting and delivers the best Islamic perspective into scouting. We are preparing a very good Tarbiyah program, very relevant to the scout program and on Islamic material. So it's going to be very beneficial for our boys. For this time, for first year, outdoor coordinator, Brother Biznik, is going to help us in our outdoor activities. He's going to coordinate it for us. And in this aspect, Brother Muhammad Hassanin will be our long-term camp coordinator. Sister Dua is going to be transportation coordinator. She is in this role, I think, for 3 years right now, and she's doing everything we need from her and doing an amazing job. Thank you very much. Sister Samia, she is our first aid medical coordinator. So all of the medical forms stuff handled by her. Brother Abrar is going to be our advancement this year. He is replacing Brother Ibrahim Saleh. So Brother Abrar will work on to progress your kids. He's going to focus on scout book and be sure all the achievements are there and ensure your boys are advancing in the program. We have Sister Dr. Ines Kasif. She's going to be our merit badge coordinator. Brother Riyad Khan, still, he has no kids in the scout anymore, but he's still, as a counselor, we use him as a Life to Eagle. So anyone who wants to reach to the Eagle rank, he can coordinate with him. He will help him to put a plan and help him to achieve this goal. Brother Nadim, this year, his son Ahmed is in 5th grader. He's going to join the troop next year. So he's going to be our link between Weblus to Scout transition. So prepare the boys. So want to do a good job to get these boys up to speed and familiar with the troop methodology. So Brother Nadim will do this perfectly and prepare them to the next step. We have Sister Madiha as our event coordinator. She's always on top of everything and helping us to organize our major events like end of year or any court of honor. She's doing amazing work. This year, we want to thank Brother Abdullah Asakir. He's stepping up and taking the treasure task. It's not an easy task. So thank you very much to step up and help us on this. Brother Omar Bustami was on this role last year, but he moved to the venture group with his son Zaid. So thank you, Brother Asakir, and looking forward to work with you on this. And we still have Brother Nasser Khalili. He moved as well to the venture, but he's still helping us to the Facebook page and website page, YouTube page. He's coordinating that, and I'm helping him out on this. Our fundraiser coordinator is still Brother Nasser Khalili. It's major efforts between the back and Troop and venture. Dr. Ines Kasib, she's gonna be our new Scout parent coordinator. So any new parents need help, need to know more about the Scout program, can reach out to Dr. Ines and she will be able to help them out. Anything in red means this is open position and we encourage everyone to help us out. And if you feel you can commit to this role, let me know, or Brother Nadim will give you all of the job description. So we'll let you know what we expect from you, how many hours we expect you to be busy doing this task. So I will go through these details in the next slide, but we have this health and safety officer is open. Quartermaster as well is open. We have the helper, Brother Naeem Islam. He is out of the Scout group. He has no kids, but he is always helping us with this rule. So if any moms or dad wants to help on this, let me know in the first meeting. Get with me or Brother Nadim. We'll give you the job description and the expectations. And if you're interested, that would be great. Training coordinator, we still have this open as well. We don't have anybody on this rule yet for this year. And I have here, I'm not gonna go through the details of this, but just show you that what we have here, the position and the job descriptions and who is on charge of it. This is 2021 now. So get with me, Brother Nadim, in the first meeting, and we'll describe to you the job description, what's the expectation. So if you feel your skills fit on this position, please step forward and help our kids to deliver the best scouting program we can deliver. So by that, let me check the chat if I have any question here needs to be answered. Okay, so move forward. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the boys or the link between the adult and boys. So Brother Nadim, still the rep, myself, still the committee chairman, and Brother Amr Ahmed is a scout master. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention something here, so my bad. Okay, so here the ASMs. So these are the leaders gonna do everything on the ground with your boys. So you need to be very familiar with the names here and who you need to reach out if you need help with your boy. So I wanna thank everyone here. Brother Fasih Siddiqui, Brother Masoud Ali, Dr. Ahmed Kasib, to take step up and be the ASM for our 6th graders. So Dr. Ahmed is not new. He worked with us for many years with Omar Kasib, so he's gonna do amazing job. Brother Masoud Ali as well, he's with many years here. Brother Dr. Fasih, he was on the back and he moved to the troop with his son Omar. So thank you very much to step up and take this role, and you work on the ground with our boys on weekly basis. We have Brother Ihab Toil and Brother Mohsin Ali. They're gonna work with the 7th graders boys for this year. Brother Ihab is not new. Brother Mohsin joined the troop last year and he get familiar with the system, and thank you very much to step up and help us here. We have Brother Muhammad Al-Husseini and Brother Rafiq Borji. They are with us since, I don't know, 8 years, since back all the way to the troops. They're doing amazing jobs. They're very experts with what we are doing. So they're gonna take care of the 8th graders this year. And Brother Said Al-Din, he's with the Scout for many years and he's gonna take care of the 9th grade. So these are the leaders want to work with our kids in weekly basis in every meeting. So you need to be familiar and be able to reach out to the adult leaders to check on your boys. Similarly here, same thing here, no changes, but I will give it to Ziad from here. He's gonna introduce himself as a senior patrol leader and his boys in his committee. So Ziad.
Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the stuff in blue those are boys, PLC. So I'll just explain to you who has what job and what, just a brief summary of that job. So for the senior patrol leader, what the SPL does is he basically oversees the meetings, the PLC meetings and the troop meetings. And he's like, I guess, the head of the PLC. And then you have the assistant senior patrol leader who helps the SPL. And if the SPL is gone, then the ASPL fills in. And then we have the scribe. Oh, I forgot to mention. So our senior patrol leader is me, and our ASPL is Abdurrahman Habra. So, and then the scribe is scribe takes like notes and types in stuff on our documents, and our scribe this year is Malik Al-Wasimi. Then we have the troop guides. So the troop guides work with the 6th grade patrols, and they help them out, you know, kind of get them ready for Boy Scouts. They help them out. And our troop guides this year are Yusuf Ali and Anas Malik. And then we have our chaplain's aide, who is Aslam Tile, and the chaplain's aide is basically in charge of the religious stuff. So, you know, who's gonna lead Salah, who's gonna do the adhan, you know, that kind of stuff. Then we have our instructors who, well, they instruct. So they teach stuff to the troop, like knots or how to make something. And our instructors this year are Haris Malik and Ibrahim Tayyan. And then we have our historian, troop historian, that's Omar Mansour. The historian basically documents stuff. Then we have our librarian. So we have a library where we have merit badge books that you can check out if you need it. And our librarian this year is Tariq Baqdunis. And I don't know if he's on here, but we also have a troop quartermaster. And that is Abdullah Qazi, and he's the one who takes care of all the equipment for the troop. And then we have our patrol leaders, and I know they're not on here, but for 7th grade, for the Fire Force Patrol, it's, I want to say it's Salim Mahmoud, and then for the Aggressive Gators Patrol, it's Omar Al-Ali, and then for the 8th graders, oh, what? I might have messed that up.
Yeah, it's the way around.
Okay, so Salim is the patrol leader for the Aggressive Gators, and then for the Fire Force, it's Omar Al-Ali. And then the eighth graders for the Raptor Patrol, the patrol leader is Omar Mansour. And then for the Galactic Sharks Patrol, the patrol leader is Anas Malik. And then for the ninth graders, the Cheetah Patrol, the patrol leader is Ibrahim Tayyan. So that's our PLC.
Thank you, Ziad. And they just met yesterday, so to finalize our first module, and they're doing an amazing job and learn how to lead, how to put a plan on all of the details, and guided by Brother Amr Ahmed, our Scout Master. Thank you, Ziad. Thanks to have you as SAPL for this year, very active and on top of everything. Thanks, Zia. Okay, so by that we are done with the organization chart. You have any questions or you want to volunteer, contact us in next meeting. Next in agenda is the plan for this year. So you know this year is different than any other year. So, but we are doing our best to formalize and finalize our plan. But it's not easy, as you know, with what's going on. But I'm gonna share it with you. All of these details will be in your email after this orientation meeting. So no need to take any notes or anything. This will be shared with everyone. I will go not on the a lot of details, but just highlights what we're gonna do. So this is the first module is gonna be in September, October, the blue one. So orientation is today, September 20. Our first meeting is gonna be 27 and ILST training by Venture. You will get the details from Brother Amr by email later this week to know the details of this meeting on 27. October 3rd is gonna be a swimming pool activities for the swimming test. Before we do any water activities, we need to be sure all of our boys pass the test. So all of the details you will get it week before, so you will know the details and the activities gonna happen on that week. But just to book your calendar every Sunday, what's gonna happen. Troop meeting, regular troop meeting gonna be on October 11. October 17 is gonna be a day camp out, water activities at Bay Area Park. It's gonna be on October 17. That's what our PSL meet for yesterday and put all of the details, the activities, the plan, the schedule for the event happening on October 17. The red here is a module 2. And we start with a round table. This is a district event. This is for leaders to attend. Committee meetings, this is also for the leaders to meet together. BLC meeting is going to be on October 24th, so they can plan the whole module. Troop meeting is going to be November 1st, University Scouting. This November 7 is for the training for the adults, for the leaders. Troop meeting is going to be on November 8th. Webless Woods is going to be from November 14 to November 15. This is a district event. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, where it's going to happen. We don't know yet. The dates is still valid or no. District did not finalize yet. So we are monitoring that, but that's what they have in their calendar so far. Moving to module 3, start again with roundtable, committee meeting, BLC meeting, and then regular meeting with the Court of Honor in December 6, troop meeting in December 13, NYLT and winter camp December 26 and to 31st. We will talk about this in a little bit of details down the road. So this is going to be a module 3. Module 4 is starting in January. It's going to be use committee meeting and PLC and troop meeting. Election is going to be in January 1st. And we plan for troop camp out. This overnight camp out is going to be January 16 to January 17. Also, we're going to plan this one, but that's what we want to do. And we are monitoring all of the health concerns and everything before we finalize it. First 8 days is going to be January 3rd, and Kamburi is February 6 to 7. This is a district event. We're still monitoring the dates. And moving to module 5, starting in February and March and April. So BLC meeting, committee meeting, regular troop meeting with Court of Honor. Family camp, this is very important date. Mark this date is going to be March 27 to March 28. We are discussing where, how, when we finalize it, but where and how going to be finalizing later. But mark your calendar for March 27 to March 28. We have also troop camp out at Beauvais in April 10th. Ramadan is going to start April 12. District dinner April 16. Yes, we're going to meet in Ramadan to finalize all of the requirements before the end of year banquet. So our last meeting this year is going to be April 18. In this meeting, all of the boys are encouraged to go to the board review and finalize the rank and push it hard to get everything done by April 18 so you can get the awards in the end of banquet. We plan to have the end of banquet at May 1st at the MCC hopefully. So that's what we plan for, and we are gonna visit all of this while we are going on every committee meeting and PLC meeting. Summer camp, we don't know when and how it's gonna happen, but we're discussing that. It's gonna be here in Texas, so maximum 6 hours traveling, so can travel by car. Venture, I think they already chose where to go and when, so you will see this in the details. So I will send that to the email so you have it. At least finalized dates are there. More details will be sending by email 1 week before the meeting or the event. Let me check if we have anything on the. Okay, I don't see questions here, so we are good to go. Okay, let's get back to the presentation. Okay, so from here I will turn it to Dr. Fasih Siddiqui. He is our guide to manage our weekly meeting, put all of the inputs for the COVID safety check-in. So Brother Fasih will talk about our weekly meetings, how we plan to manage it with conditions we are in, and he prepares this safety check. So Brother Fasih, go ahead.
Assalamu
alaikum.
So inshallah, this year we'll be having all our meetings outside, and we inshallah plan to do that early in the morning between 10 to 12 every Sunday. So next meeting will be our first meeting, and we'll be coordinating by keeping them 6 feet apart, inshallah. Everybody's required to wear a mask to these meetings, and we'll do a checklist before each of these meetings so that if anybody who is at
do you see the checklist?
No, can you bring it up? There it is.
Yeah.
So if you there will be few set of questionnaires, which is very standard as compared to other questionnaires which you have for sporting activities or for school activities. Anybody who has had any symptoms, either of COVID or suspected COVID, or anybody in the past 14 days, or their family member who has had symptoms of the similar COVID type of illness, will be asked to isolate. Now, it is also very important that we be very forthcoming in these answers, because remember, if not for the safety of the scout itself, but for other scouts and their own family members also. So it's all domino effect. If one gets infected, we increase the risk of exposure to everybody else who's attending the meetings and their own family members. And then there's a few set of questionnaires we'll go through, whether they have any fever, cough, shortness of breath, very similar to what other meetings are, but we'll be doing this before each meeting. So it is requested that each scout pre-check this before they come to the meeting, so we can save time. And if anybody is having answers yes to any of these questions, please speak to me, so we'll decide what the next step would be. Okay, inshallah.
Jazakallah khairan, Dr. Fasih. So as you see, we want to deliver the program, we want to improve the skills of our boys, but also we are considering the health conditions and try to do our best. So our doctors in the committee and our leaders are doing the best to medicate this condition and try to move on. So please, all of these rules should be followed. We expect all of the adults and boys to be there wearing the mask, following all of the recommendations we have here to deliver. Our safety is the most important thing for us. So please help us and work with us, coordinate with us to keep it safe for our boys while we're delivering the program for them. Thank you. Any questions, any concern, any ideas? Very, very welcome. Contact us in the first meeting. It's group efforts. We met together and we decided that. But if you have better ideas, contact us, step up, and we'll listen to you. And we're gonna move forward to the winter camp. So that's what we are gonna do, hopefully. So Brother Saiduddin, I think he was the leader of the last winter camp in 2019, and he can give us an idea about the winter camp here and NYLT as well.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, I'll just talk about a little bit regarding winter camp and the NYLT. I've been to some winter camp, and what I have found the benefit on the winter camp is if you somehow miss the summer camp because of your vacation, traveling, or other commitment during the summer. Winter camp is very useful to complete many merit badges. We try to pick a camp where a lot of merit badges are available, and boys can complete those merit badges easily and quickly. And also, it's much cheaper compared to the main summer camp. So winter camp is very useful, and it's a little bit colder side, but that's what we want our boys to be strong and able to manage in tough conditions, and that's what make them grow. So yeah, that's a few things regarding the winter camp. For NYLT, it's a National Youth Leadership Training. It's a excellent program. It's led by all the previous scouts. They have good training on those programs, and it's very useful for those boys who's gonna be a leadership leader. So, for example, the boys that are in 8th grade right now, that will be a best opportunity for them to go and take a NYLT, because they're gonna be a leader for the following year. And they have great programs in a such that boys who came after NYLT, what I have noticed that they wanted to complete their ranks quickly. And they were all motivated that they want to finish their Eagle rank, and they want to participate in the whole scouting program and do all those much. So both programs, the winter camp and NYLT, it's good. NYLT is for those future leaders, 7th graders, 8th graders join in. That's excellent program for them, and the winter camp is as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I had always a good experience with all those camps and programs with the Scout.
Yeah, Jazakallah khairan, Brother Said. Brother Said always there when we ask for volunteers to come and join. As he said, weather is cold and it's not easy, but boys will learn from it, and they will keep remembering the activities and how hard it was and the bonds they created with each other. So thank you. I encourage all of the boys, when you get the opportunity to go camp, and these are the district events, so they manage the health concerns as well.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
When will we be switching, what's it called, scout leaders or troop leaders?
We covered that at the beginning. So on each grade, you will have your dedicated leaders. This presentation will be recorded, will be shared on our Facebook page. So if you miss any part, go back to the video and figure it out. If you still have questions, you can contact us on the first meeting, inshallah. Summer camp. So I managed a lot of summer camps in the last 2 years, and super fun for our kids. And we still plan to do it this year. We usually do it in June once the school ended. So we give the chance to anyone who wants to travel overseas to travel after that. We try to plan it ahead as much as we can. Try to do it by September, October to plan it, so to be everybody have it on the schedule. But because of what's going on this year, but we'll have something. We're gonna have it in Texas, as I said, so minimize the cost and travel by car. So just still tuning on this. We are working hard to figure out what we need to do for the summer camp this year, and it is the most fun camp for the boys. And then we can move to the scout book. Okay, so scout book. So Scout book is very important for you as parent and for the boys. So Scout book is the only way we track the progress of the boys. So you have to be 100% sure you have an account on the Scout book. You have to be 100% sure you can access your boys' account. And you have to enter all of the achievement. Our leader is not gonna do that. We can approve it, we can review it, we can have it for the board review, but we can't do it for you. So parents are responsible, or the boy, responsible to enter all of the achievements into the Scout book. It's very important. Since last year, we are giving a lot of information, helping all of the parents to get on this system and help them to put all of the achievements over there. It's very important. If you are not in the Scout book, you are not gonna get our emails, you are not gonna get all of these documents in your email. You have to be in the Scout book, you have to enter the achievements. We are here to help. So come talk to Brother Abrar or to myself at the first meeting next Sunday. If you have any issue, if you cannot have an access, if you don't see your boys in your account, or for any other issue. So also there is here a YouTube video. I don't think we have time for it today, but it's gonna be in the presentation. You can, when I send it out, you can go to this link and help. Here another the documents created by Ismail Shafi, our venture now Scout, and he created this to give us idea what you can expect, what you see, the advantage of having this Scout book account. Also, there is an app for it, so you can download Scouting. Go to your smartphone and download the Scouting app. And by that, you can track the progress for your kids. You can add your boys. If you have one boy in the back or in the troop, you will have an access to it. And you can add achievements or add the merit badges, whatever. Very, very useful app. You have to have it. Keep your questions to next week. We're gonna meet in person and help you out to solve any issue you may have. Very, very important issue. Don't let it go, because your boy is not gonna advance in anything except if everything are most updated on the Scout book. Parent involvement. So this is very important. So we are gonna set the expectations here, what we expect from the parents. So as you see, as a leader, we do everything possible to have a good organization, to have a good program, but we cannot do anything without your help. Zero. We cannot influence your boys' activities or skills without your involvement. So I will turn it to Brother Amr Ahmed here, and he will set the expectation with all of the parents here. Go ahead, Brother Amr.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Yes, we need parents contributing to their boys' success. As you can see, it's a lot of fun, alhamdulillah. If you don't enjoy the camping and the outdoors, there's a lot of different roles. Unlike Cub Scouts, we don't need every parent to be there at every meeting all the time. It's not that type of commitment, but we need involvement. So for example, our next coming meeting next Sunday, September 27th, is our first troop meeting. It's going to be at 9 o'clock in the morning, inshallah. We're going to meet at the MCC. The boys have a plan, and for example, the 9th graders, part of what they're going to be doing is organizing the shed. They're going to be working on updating and maintaining the kayaks. These type of activities parents can get involved and support those things. The rest of the boys, the 7th and 8th graders, they're going to be doing some physical fitness activities. Parents are welcome, and their involvement is necessary for them to be able to motivate their boys, to make sure that they're not goofing around. We have our Scout Masters. Alhamdulillah, they're there to help and kind of keep an eye on the boys, but they get overwhelmed. Someone comes and asks them a question, they have to walk away for a minute, and you have a group of unsupervised boys who may need some help and some monitoring. So the more involvement we have from parents, the better type of program we can deliver. come to the meetings on time. So this is one of the main things we expect from parents, is to bring the boys to our meetings on time. It's going to require you to look at some messages, look at some emails, make sure that you have the times correct for each activity. So this week is 9 o'clock, inshallah, our first meeting. The boys have to be wearing their Class A uniform. We discussed this in the PLC, in the Patrol Leader Committee, and we decided to enforce this more strictly, inshallah. So if any boys come to the troop meetings without Class A, which is the uniform as well as the scout pants, then they're going to be asked to leave. So we don't want boys there in basketball shorts or in t-shirts. It does take away from the purpose of the uniform. The uniform does create a sense of solidarity, a sense of organization, sense of team spirit, and it's a part of the scouting program. So we do need the boys to be in their uniform. They also need to have their book. Their book is what they use to look up requirements, to check off their advancement. So in addition to Scout book, the physical book is important to keep track and to get the signatures from the adult leaders. For advancement, I'll make this note. Last year, unlike other years, I blame myself. Last year was my first year as the Scout Master. I can say that confidently we had a decline in the amount of advancement, even before the COVID situation. Our sixth grade boys, who are now seventh graders, only a handful of them, maybe 2 or 3, have any rank advancement. So this year, what we're going to do is we're going to dedicate some time, at least 5 or 10 minutes in each meeting, to advancement. It's a chance for the boys to get signatures from their patrol leaders, from senior patrol leader, to do Scoutmaster conferences, and it's usually going to be towards the end of the meeting before closing. So parents, what you can do is instead of coming to pick up your boys late, you can come early, maybe 15, 20 minutes, and follow up with your boys during that time, during that advancement time. Sit down with them, spend a few minutes saying, what requirements did you do in this meeting? Where is it in the book? Let's make sure we have a signature. Pull out your cell phone, take out the Scout Book app, and make sure that that's logged into the website. As Tamer said, if you don't do it, if your boy doesn't do it, there's no leader that's going to put in the advancement for you for the boy.
Very good.
So that's what we just talked about. Make sure that they have their equipment for camping trips. We'll set out all the equipment that's needed. For any parents that's involved, we need to have youth protection training. It's a very important training, very helpful. Teaches us the principles that keep the boys safe. And absolutely, come camping with us. We need parents to be there for supervision. And if you're like me, it's a vacation, alhamdulillah. A couple of misconceptions or questions. Do Scouts have to travel in Class B uniform? No, they have to. Scout B uniform is the shirts, like the Scout shirts. We have a lot of branding shirts. So these Scout, without the physical uniform, they call that Class B. The Class A is the full uniform and the pants. So whenever we go traveling to a camp, day camp, or overnight camp, we go in Class A and we return in Class A, no exceptions. Scouts, can they take their phones with them? It's an issue every year. The answer is true. They can take their phones with them. Parents want to keep in touch, the boys want to keep in touch, but we restrict their use. We do not want the boys watching Netflix all night in their tent at camp or missing merit badge classes or activities because they're on their phones. So we do restrict their use. If necessary, we have collected them and put them in Ziploc bags and given them at designated times to make phone calls, but they can bring them. Can a Scout sleep with their parents in a tent? False. I mean, they can. It's not violating a rule, but the policy that we have is Scouts sleep in their own tents. So the boys can sleep with boys in their same age group, or I think one age group above or below them, but we don't have ninth graders sleeping with sixth graders. And generally, adults sleep separate from the boys. And under no circumstances would an adult sleep in a tent with a boy that's not their child. Can scouts come and go as they please on campouts? No, we have to have approval for someone to arrive late or leave early. We usually travel together as a group from the MCC. When parents visit a campout, can they bring food for all to enjoy? No, they cannot. And this has been an issue. I've seen it. We have food for the boys. They're not going to starve out there. They actually are responsible for planning their food when it's our troop campouts. But for the district events, there's usually a cafeteria. There's stand in a line, you eat, and they're not going to starve. It's a problem when we have boys that are, have 30 bags of Cheetos and Skittles, and that's not the idea of camping. So no, you cannot bring outside food. Mothers cannot participate in Boy Scouts leadership. That is absolutely false. We need the mom's involvement. They help make the program so much better. There are limits on the overnight camping unless it's a family camp, but other than that, we absolutely need the moms to encourage our boys and to help organize the program. Absolutely, it is crucial. Can boys eat non-zabiha while on campouts? No, it's not an issue. All of the meat that are served at our camps are zabiha. They should be zabiha. If they're attending a BSA campout, then we've asked for vegetarian options. So we don't want a situation where boys are not eating anything. We'll always have zabiha meat on our campouts. Jazakallah khair.
Yeah, Jazakallah khair. Here are some resources, our website. Brother Amr is going to send detailed email every week about the activities going to happen on Sunday. So you need to check your email. You need to be on the Scout book to receive these emails. Scouting.org is another way for the adult to get the YPT, the Youth Protection Certificate. It's very important if you would love to take one. You can come camp out with us. The app, Scouting app, is very, very important as parents to have it in your phone and track the progress, enter it during the meeting. It's much, much easier than having a laptop to do it. And what is next? What's going to happen in the first meeting? So what we need from you as parents. So here what we expect from all of you. So you need to pay the registration fees. It is $100 per scout. So it's going to be paying in cash or check. And the brother Abdullah Asakir is going to be there as the MCC in our first meeting in September 27th. So you pay us the $100. This is the scout fee for the paperwork we have with PSA. And if you are a new boy moving from the back to the troop, you need to turn your registration form. And for this, you can get with Dr. Inez. She can help you out. I think she moved all of the kids and she registered all of them, but just be sure your kid registered to the troop moving from the back. Scout book, again, very important issue. Don't take it lightly. Your boy is not going to advance. So come with your questions, with your laptop. We'll help you out in the first meeting. Brother Abrar will be there. Myself will be there helping you out to have it a smooth transition to the scout book. Health form, very important. We cannot camp out without this health form. You need to turn out your health form next meeting on September 27th. I am gonna, after the meeting, as I said, I'm gonna send this presentation. You can get this link. It is ABC section, 3 sections you have to fill out, signed by doctor, attached is an insurance card. So fill out this form and give it to Sister Samia on September 27th. Volunteer. we still need help.